Higher Learning is a show about adults learning interesting facts while under the influence of marijuana. This show is filmed in Vermont where it is legal to smoke. The staff involved in the show want to be clear that we do not support its use by those too young or where it is illegal to partake in such behavior. While this show doesn't show the usage of drugs or use coarse language, it is not intended for children. Parental discretion is advised. Now, let's get to the burning and learning. Welcome to Higher Learning, a class in disjointed information or education. I did that last week too.
Disjointed
Education.
And what did you say?
I said information the first time.
Oh,
Yeah, no. Anyway, for those who don't know, because the show is fairly new, this is the show where my son, who is I think the intro kind of gave it away, but he's nice and toasted this week while I read him 25 facts. Then next week, he'll come back sober, and I will quiz him on 25 facts. The same ones, because I'm not trying to trick him. And let's just see how well he does with retaining any information in the condition he's in. And boy, are your eyes glazy.
I am like so much already. Like,
This week, our topic is facts about the human body. So, the average person blinks their eyes 20 times a minute, which equals to 10 million times a year.
I feel like I either blink a lot less or a lot more than that.
Okay. While your height stops growing after puberty, your ears and nose are constantly lengthening, and gravity is to blame for this phenomenon.
Always. My ears are always getting longer, no matter what.
And your
Oh,
nose.
that's cool.
The human body consists of so much fat, you can make up to 7 bars of soap. Now, anyone that's seen Fight Club
All right.
knew that.
Please don't make people soap.
Watch Fight Club. Anyway,
Don't talk about Fight Club.
what I don't know what you're talking about.
Brad Pitt.
Let's see. Once the oxygen supply is cut off, a human brain can survive 3 to 6 minutes.
I knew something relatively close to that already.
Humans develop fingertips only from the time they were embryos, only 3 months after they're conceived. This means after the first trimester, the baby has fully developed fingertips. When a human blushes, they feel it in the lining of their stomach too, because it also turns red. I'm not sure how they know that, because most people don't see the inside of the lining of your stomach. And I would assume it was reddish anyway, I guess, because it's meat inside. It just seems like it should be red.
Shouldn't it be?
I don't know.
Maybe it's gray.
When in space, astronauts can grow almost 2 inches from the lack of gravity. They stretch. You're like,
75% bigger.
You wish, by the way. There are tumors known as tetratomas, which can grow their own teeth and hair.
Hey,
Enough of
don't put that in your eyes.
that was a different episode. Come on. Your heart can sync to the rhythm when you listen to music.
I knew that.
A human heart can beat outside the body as well.
Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. No.
Throughout their lifespan, humans go from having 300 bones to only 206 bones.
When do they have 300 bones?
When they're born, obviously, through their lifespan. So they start with 300, but there's a few that actually not weld, but they kind of come
Become
together.
one.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Either that or somewhere around, age 8, you
Just
have to go
remove
in and you think you're getting a booster shot and they're just removing bones.
I'm going to go with that's probably the one.
Marilyn Manson supposedly did that.
Supposedly. I mean, look at him. He's skinny.
All humans are born with a diving reflex, which can shut bodily functions down. This gets activated when one drowns or is submerged in the water. So, you know, all those videos I showed you of babies swimming? It's because they naturally
because
have
they
that
have
reflex
bad
to hold their
parents.
breath. No.
They have bad parents who are trying to drown them immediately.
Here's one. Humans glow in the dark, but their eyes
Oh.
are too weak for the human eye to detect it.
Okay.
But other animals and bugs and stuff
Think that we glow.
can see it.
We
Like
glow.
we do. We radiate light.
Light.
Yes.
Like thermal, maybe. But that's
Dude.
heat.
It does not say that. It says we glow in the dark. The human body consists of organs of a singular count and in pairs. However, the organs that are present in pairs, you only need one to survive.
Kidneys.
So out of all your organs, if you only
Lungs.
have one, you need it. If you have two, you only need one. That's weird, right?
How many skin do I have?
How many skin? And this is why he's failed every test, because
Well,
he asks things
In
like that.
decreasing order.
It has been getting worse every week, yes. Let's see if you can bump up those numbers next week, so listen close. When your body experiences extreme starvation, there is a chance your brain will begin to eat itself.
Yes. The stomach usually resorts to non-essential organs first.
And for you, your brain.
Yeah.
It's non-essential for you. 1/4 of the bones in the human body are in the feet.
Wait, so I've got
So maybe some of those weird
75
dudes
bones in
online
my
just
feet?
have like,
a bone fetish?
yeah.
Yeah, weird people online have bone fetishes. I knew this.
Actually, that's probably a separate. Anyway, you can't breathe and swallow at the same time.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Your right kidney is slightly lower than your left one. The acid that's generated in your stomach, aka stomach acid,
What?
right, is so strong it can dissolve metal and even burn your skin, which is weird.
Okay.
Because it's touching skin just from the. There are a bunch of bugs in here today.
Oh, there's my drink now, I guarantee it.
In a lifetime, a human produces 25,000 quarts of saliva,
only
which is enough to fill 2 swimming pools.
only 2 swimming pools? I salivate a lot.
Salivate.
Salivate?
Now your mouth's dry. Even when we are in optimal health, our lungs are never sterile or germ-free. You're always inhaling something gross and dirty, and it gets right in there.
You should put filters in there.
I mean, there are filters in your body naturally, but stuff gets
So
through.
they don't filter out the disgusting
everything.
stuff? Wow. Okay, I gotta get a Brita filter in there.
Children who breathe mostly from their mouth are at risk of developing a lisp when they talk.
Exciting.
So mouth breathers, which is a common
Yeah.
term,
Have lisps?
they have a better chance of
Lisping?
forming one. Yes. The longest nerve of the body runs from the spinal cord to the toes. This is known as the sciatic nerve. You've heard of that.
I've heard of that.
Yep. The oldest woman, this is the last one, recorded to have ever given birth to a healthy child was 66 years old. By the way, when you're 65 and you find out that you're pregnant,
I mean,
don't you have questions? I would. I mean, I guess biblically they say that there's people that have had one later on than that, but I mean, and people are like, oh, that's crazy. It's like, well, like science says that a 66-year-old did, so
it's only,
how much more crazy is it really?
yeah.
But that's this week's facts, and next week we'll come back when he is sobered up, and I will ask him 25 questions based on those 25 facts. And what we need to know is, will he puff puff pass or
Puff, puff, fail.